So I've been saying for weeks, okay, I need to like buckle down. I need to stop blowing money on food and drinks and things like that because I need to save my money. Christmas is coming up. Like I have a bunch of stuff I have to pay for. What do? Guess how much this latte was? $12.88.
So the better decisions are when I had the $25,000 in debt, I was literally maxing out all of my cards all of the time. I was only making the minimum payment, which wasn't even enough to cover the interest I was making, and I was late all the time because I never looked at it.
Or you could have paid it all off with your $250,000 in cash that you made, but you decided to blow on what?
Okay, this is perfect. I'm Zekium. I have just moved. In the spirit of moving, we're gonna get a little more frequent with these uploads, hopefully. As in moving, I did not fathom just how much free time I would have because I used to live in a home with a lot of old people. And the thing about the elderly is they need help. Oh, so much. I have a couple of things I would like to discuss today, and it is about my generation, Gen Z, of course. The rise of Gen Z has been quite the experience, especially as someone that participates in the economy now. Given the fact that I have a job and I make money, it is so interesting to see those of my generation in different financial constraints, if you will.
567 credit score.
So that's not super terrible.
The f are you talking about?
Hey, it was a lot worse than that, man, but I've been putting in the work to get it back.
What work have you put in?
Well, look, I got some credit cards.
Then you've maxed them out. They're all maxed or overmaxed. Yeah, there's $5 in your checking account.
Is this thing on? Why are we spending so much money? Why are we spending so much money? What is the overconsumption issue? Overconsumption issue that we're having. I would just love to pick someone's brain and in real time, like in real Caleb Hammer fashion. I'm not sure how you guys feel about Caleb Hammer. I actually applied to be on his show just so that I can get a dip in my finances. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about being yelled at about my finances, which is probably the main issue that people have with his show, but I find it a little entertaining given the fact that you do have to apply.
So just looking at your spending, you spend about $975 on Taco Bell every month. Yeah, but that's food. It doesn't count. What else am I supposed to do? Starve? Well, you could eat something besides $975 worth of Taco Bell. Okay, I like Taco Bell. What is your take home every month? It's like $3,600 a month. Is that pre-tax or post-tax? I don't pay taxes. Yeah, I just have never paid them ever. What do you mean? You have to pay taxes. What do you mean you're not paying taxes? What are they gonna do? Arrest me for not paying taxes? Yes, they will throw you in jail. What are you talking about? You have to pay your taxes. Well, they haven't arrested me yet, so.
It's just so interesting to me because I obviously understand that the rise in this overconsumption issue mainly has to do with the rise of TikTok and Instagram and whoever the hell is still on Facebook and all of those ads that you see that sometimes you can't even differentiate between an actual video. But with this TikTok ban, my hope is that everyone migrates back to YouTube. But even YouTube Shorts are trying to sell you something all the time. But with this TikTok ban, I wonder if this overconsumption issue might specifically just be a TikTok issue, or if Gen Z right now is just astronomically terrible with assuming the value of $1.
If you're feeling guilty every single time you go shopping, girl, I have got some hard truths for you that you probably don't want to hear, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I can bet you it's because you are living above your means, which in turn is causing a lot of stress because you know you actually can't afford the lifestyle that you are creating for yourself, so you're throwing it on a credit card thinking, oh, it's just one more thing, I'll figure it out later, and now it's all starting to pile up on you.
I would say that I used to spend quite a bit, and quite a bit to me was $500 every month on whatever. Like, we're talking $500 every month mixed in with my bills, okay? I'm not like, just spending all willy-nilly. And that is one of the issues I see with Gen Z today, because, bills? Are you paying them? It is wild to me that some people are just not paying their bills because of apocalyptic reason, as if the world is going to end tomorrow, which, newsflash, if the world was going to end tomorrow, you still need to pay your bills today. Now, I don't know much about payday loans or student loans. I was fortunate enough, ironically, that I was poor enough to be able to qualify for the Pell Grant, which paid for most of my college. And then I was also fortunate enough to have a job that gave me the tuition reimbursement. So eventually, during COVID, when my depression hit so severely that I might as well have been dancing with the devil himself, that's how low I was, that I was still able to pay for college given my 1.2 GPA at the time, which has since been raised to a 2.9. It baffles me, one, how expensive private college is. I had a friend that was going to do private college, and Jesus Christ, I would not be going to college if that is how much I had to pay per semester. But to get these student loans and just not pay them, I understand that the Supreme Court is, kind of shuffling every now and again on whether or not, people deserve a break from their bills, which I personally think they do, but I am not a Supreme Court justice. And the fact that the Supreme Court justices right now are majority conservative, who wouldn't even give you the coat off their back if you were fucking naked out in the snow. I'm not an expert, but I do believe that you should still be paying your student loans. I would not trust those people to not have even more penalties for those of us that do not pay their bills. One thing I can say about Gen Z is that we have definitely been dealt a hand. We have quite literally been given the last of the food platter, like that show or that movie, The Platform, where at the bottom it's just like everyone's fucking rotten filth, and because no one can contain themselves. So I can see that it is very tempting, very, 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 very tempting to shove all of the blame on millennials, Gen X, fucking boomers. But hear me out. We have to make the best of this shitty situation. We're gonna have to cut back on that spending. We're gonna have to say no to TikTok Shop. We're gonna have to say no to those Instagram buys, those Cheap Boss underwears. And I still pay for Cheap Boss. Sponsor me, Cheap Boss, please. We're just gonna have to say no. I have a friend who bought a TV. You don't need a TV. You did not need that TV. And why am I hearing about debt when you bought the TV? This is like, look, you out there who wants to buy something right now, think about the bills that you have to pay in 2 weeks. Do you have enough money in your checking account to be able to pay for that and also buy the thing? Because if the thing takes priority of your bills and you stay behind and you go into collections, the amount of people that just let things go into collections is insane to me. But if that's you, I implore you to just take a step back, take like 8, 9, 10, 12 steps back, and just think, am I willing to set me back even more for the thing? I understand. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Your situation is not going to be the same as mine. But I'd argue that the majority of us need to cut back on some spending. We need to, if we're going to be able to tell Gen Alpha and I have some thoughts about Gen Alpha. But we're going to need to be able to tell Gen Alpha that it is possible to be able to live a decent life, given our very shittily dealt hand. I will definitely be coming out with more videos. I have the free time, I have the will, I have the enthusiasm, and I have Hannibal on Prime Video. Good God, that show has me in a chokehold. Season 2, I was here. I was in this apartment, and I was so depressed. I was like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? Why did I leave my house? And then I turn on season 2, episode 1, and the first couple of minutes invigorated my soul. Maybe I'll do one of those charts. I'll take a stab at doing one of those charts, like the Pretty Little Liars charts. Okay. Before I get ahead of myself, thank you for watching this video. If you got all the way to the end, I sincerely appreciate you that stuck around, and the new people that are watching this. Thank you.